So what you saying, so Gucci, is that Latrice could have just been faking it. What? Get out.
What's going on up in here? What you trying to do, Lateshia? Come on. I thought me and you supposed to be together. Come on. You trying to move out? No, dog. MCG don't play that, man. No.
Cut. What? How long is you going with this?
Keeps it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KOURTNEY family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for KOURTNEY and Eddie.
I was put God
first.
What's up, KOURTNEY Ken folks? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to another video. KOURTNEY and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
KOURTNEY, also known as Coco. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know why. Don't do that. Y'all don't want to know why, but I know why.
Yeah, she's a hater. That's why. Hateration. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hateration. Hateration. But anyway, this is KOURTNEY and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. It's all about our famous rants. And tonight, it's actually daytime, but she says night. But I beg to differ. But anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about Belle Collective. Go ahead, babe. Do you, babe. Do you.
So if you're brand new to this channel and you had subscribed,
this is how you do it. MCE in the place to be. Y'all want to be me. I know the D. Yeah.
And that chicken wing is fleek. And it want to be seen. So if you're brand new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, as you see, we like to have fun over here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget our call to action, which is liking this video. We did a call to action in previous videos and we got so many likes. Please keep with that same mantra, you guys. So we want to get as many likes as we do views, but you know, that rarely happens on, you know, just content, period. But make sure that you like this video if you like it. If you don't. I mean, hit the thumbs down, but just don't not do nothing.
If y'all like it, if the likes get over 600 likes, I'll do a whole rap for y'all.
If it get over 1,000, 600 is so low. We can get 600 just like that. So you know what I'm saying? At least 1,000 or more.
I'll rap for y'all, man. I'll make a whole rap video.
You gonna do shorts?
A rap video short? Yeah. Ooh, that boy got skills. That boy can rap.
So let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. Now, this was an interesting episode. It really was. It brought a lot of content. You know, I like Belle Collective. You know, I love Belle Collective.
I told y'all when the first season came, Belle Collective was gonna be the best show out there. Y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all thought I was a crazy old man, but no, I was right. And this season, it's been bringing it this season. It really has.
And something about Mississippi, honey. They
it's in the water.
They got a little something going on over there.
Yeah.
So it started out with
Latrice.
Latrice was talking to Sogucci, yeah, because it ended with them, you know what I'm saying, going outside and having a conversation about, you know, Sogucci feels some type of way that Latrice, you know, used another realtor to buy some property that Sogucci was helping her to find. And Latrice was like, well, girl, you know, I don't know if she said this to her because I felt like she should have said more of this in the conversation where, you know, you just kind of fell off and was focusing on other stuff. But so Gucci, it seemed like that conversation, you know, wasn't.
Yeah, that conversation.
Yeah,
it didn't flow. It didn't flow right because I'm like you. Latrice should have brought up the point that, hey, the reason why I went to another realtor because you didn't bring the heat. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go somewhere else because you just wasn't cutting it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's business. Nothing personal, but business.
Yeah. And I think that That's what people really should understand. But so Gucci was grown enough to say, "Girl, yeah, I'm in my feelings, so give me a minute." And you know what I'm saying, I recoup and stuff like that. But yeah, I did throw shade because you know I was in my feelings toward that. And you know, Latrice was like, "Okay, girl, but don't be mad too long, honey. I'll let you be in your feelings." And I think that even though it may sound very petty or whatever, I think that that's respectful because if a person in their feelings over something that you did, y'all had a conversation, say, okay, girl, I'm gonna get out my feelings, but just give me a minute. And I think that that's respectful instead of throwing shade and being petty, talking about each other behind the back and da da da. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I think, to me, they handled that situation in a mature manner, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have to give people space. You can't tell people when to get over stuff.
That's true.
And I like how Latrice handled it. I like how Sogucci handled that, man. So yeah, they didn't have to escalate the message further. They said what they had to say, give him some space, and they called it a day, man. Move on. Then once things cool off a little bit, y'all can revisit that situation and move forward.
I agree.
Baby.
Keisha is going to see Josh at God is Link. Because it seemed like they done built a friendship and stuff like that. They call each other cousins. They've been knowing each other for a couple of years. So they catch up on what each other has going on. And Josh was just saying how him and Cliff, are not getting along. And he just kind of shared with her the story about how he moved in, and all that stuff. And, since he done moved in, he's been able to see their marriage really up close and personal. It's not something that he liked. And he had shared that with Latrice. And it come to find out that, him and Cliff had words and the time we thought we saw what it was last episode.
Yeah, I think it was episode before last. I noticed that Cliff was walking back and forth in the hallway.
Yeah.
I just thought he was just walking aimlessly around, you know what I'm saying? Like he was confused, right? But to find out he was eavesdropping on Josh and Latrice while they was in there talking to one another. I said, dang, Cliff, man, like you said, a lot of people in the comment section saying that I'm trying to make a excuse for Cliff.
Really?
Yeah, they say I'll give him some cover for acting the way he's acting. I'm not. I'm just saying I understand why he's doing it, but the way he's doing it is totally wrong. So yeah, to me, he's borderline dangerous. Well, he is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, the way he's treating Latrice. It's okay to try to protect your marriage, okay? But it's how you protect your marriage. And he's going by it the wrong way. He's very possessive and controlling. And like I said, I have a big issue with him calling his wife the B word on national television. That's your queen. She's not a B. You know what I'm saying? And you need to treat your wife as such, as a queen. So I have a very big issue with that. But hey, not my marriage.
He was also saying too that when Cliff was pacing back and forth, he did eavesdrop, but then he told Latrice, "All right, you're gonna be going and staying at the Airbnb with Josh." Now let's wind this on back. Now it's been discussed. I think, did you not pull it up and see their net worth, or you never did?
Yeah, I did, but it was combined, $10 million combined. I don't know who has the majority of that $10 million.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So again, like I've said in previous episodes, I think that Cliff got the money. I think somebody said they bought their property together and stuff like that. I still think that Cliff has the money. Because sometimes, I'm not saying this all the time, but sometimes a woman, not saying that Latrice ain't got her own, but a woman may not feel financially secure enough to leave a marriage. And I think that could be the case. Now, once again, I know y'all gonna argue with me and disagree with me, and that's okay. But I just feel like it's something keeping Latrice there more than just
love
or whatever.
So-called love. Yeah.
I think it's some kind of financial thing. I don't know if maybe there was a prenup or some sign. I don't know. Now that could be a thought. Could be a thought. So it's something that's keeping her there. And so when that took place and said like, okay, girl, you're gonna get out. Now, my thing for me, if I'm bossed up and I got my money together, be like, okay, then dude, you're not finna really embarrass me and pretty much tell me I'm finna get out with my friend and go stay in an Airbnb with him, because are you saying that I'm not financially secure to go in there and get my own? I should be able to go ahead and get me a whatever I need or whatever I want.
Well, I do agree with you on that. I really do agree with you on that. It's something about Latrice. She don't want to leave Cliff, and maybe she trying to buy her time to get, like you said earlier, get her stuff together, to build up a nest egg so she can move on. But sometimes that plan get moved forward a little quick, a little too quickly. Sometimes you got to readjust your plan. And the way I'm seeing Cliff and her this season, she might need to go back to the drawing board and readjust her plans, because to me it's bad. It's bad.
It's really bad. And then Josh said that, Cliff be playing up for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? He's very smart and he know how to move. So he wait till the cameras gone, camera crew gone and stuff like that. And pretty much told Josh, really truly came at Josh, cussed him out on all that stuff off camera.
Well, yeah, which is smart thing to do. So it's like, if they was one-on-one, it's my word versus your word, who cussed who out. But yeah, man, Cliff, man, he just like, I'm gonna show y'all the real Cliff this season. It's not just Cliff this season, man. All the men, man, they putting all the men in a bad light this season, or they putting themselves in a bad light. With Cliff and Glen, the only person probably saving face is JJ and Akeisha husband, because he said, you know what, I'm going back to New York. Forget y'all country boys.
He like, deuces, y'all not finna have me on camera. He probably told his wife, if you want to film, that you stay down here, but I'm finna go up here and work.
Right.
So yeah. So let's move on to Latrice come to see Lateshia and her cousin that was reception sitting at that desk, because I really don't think that was a permanent reception.
Okay, cousin. At the reception, cousin. I'm talking to you, cousin. How much you getting paid an hour? They didn't even pay you.
This is what she said she gonna do. We need you to be at the reception desk. She said, I need to get from the grocery store. When y'all see her hold her head up, she was thinking, eggs and
bacon.
And bacon.
Oh yeah, they got 2-for-1 specials, but BOGO.
And that's what she was doing back that time. She was Benmo working. She was just some kind of. She could have been part of the production, honey. Anything. So she come in there. Latrice really didn't say, "Hey, I'm gonna stop at the reception," and the reception didn't say, "Hey, she's available." She said,
"Hey, you all right past it, right?" What kind of bootleg reception is this, man?
You know, you fake girl. I finna get, hey, girl.
Somebody didn't stay on strip.
Strip.
The strip, ain't it?
Script.
Oh.
Yeah, you go to the Vegas Strip, ain't you? Somebody just stay on the strip.
Yeah, somebody just stay on script, man, because you right, she walked right past the reception.
Yeah, man. She really did. And so anyway, Latrice came to talk to Lateshia about basically public speaking. So Lateshia seems to be a very good public speaker, and we already know Latrice have her little jitters.
Hey, I know what.
And she said it in somewhere that she said she does have like little nervous twitches and stuff like that. So,
and Latrice, I feel you. I suck at public speaking. I suck speaking right now. But guess what? I get it done. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get up there and just get it done, man. So just imagine people when you get up there in their underwear. Oh, do that work for real?
No,
it don't work.
Why?
I tried.
You tried?
Yeah. Oh, some of the people I looked at, can you imagine underwear?
I don't know why people would say that.
Just imagine them in their underwear. You laugh at them, you feel comfortable. That's a lie.
Yeah. She also was just saying too that when you get up there, you got to tell your story and just be authentically you. So she said, okay, girl, let's practice. You know what I'm saying? So she introduced her and stuff. So Latrice was just like, so she said, oh my gosh. She said, no, don't say that. Well, you told her to be her authentic. She said, oh my gosh, that's me. That's who I. be your oh my gosh, whatever you do to make you feel comfortable. And because now you putting her on a script, you know what I'm saying, to basically say, hey, you need to be like this, and it puts too much pressure on.
See, if I was invited to do public speaking, I'd probably call the venue the wrong name, because y'all know I'm bad at names. Then they're gonna say, Mr. E-Dub, well, you got anything to say to your millions and millions of fans? I'll say, keep it jiggy. Jiggy, 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 jiggy.
And I'm laughing like that reception was laughing when Latrice said, oh my gosh, she looked at her. I said, the receptionist, child. I hope they paid you a good little bit. So anyway, so let's move.
Don't gloss over what you just did to me, man. You're not gonna laugh at my joke.
I did.
My jiggy jiggy joke.
I did like that.
That's a smile.
Oh, okay. That's all you get. That's all I got. Sorry. So let's move on. So
your next joke, I ain't gonna say a word.
Well, don't do that. But the people out there be laughing. So
no,
yeah.
they don't.
Yes, they do.
No.
That's what they do.
Okay.
They laugh. Anyway, so Latrice. So Latrice asks about Lateshia. Child, I put Latrice asks about Latrice. Listen, we need some kind of breakdown, some nicknames or something. So she asked about Cliff and how things was going. She said, well, girl, like you tell me, Glen gonna be Glen and Cliff gonna be Clifton.
E-Dub gonna be E-Dubbing.
For sure.
That's right.
For sure.
What?
For sure.
Who?
For sure.
What you talking about?
For sure.
You got me worried now. I'm doing something I don't know what I'm doing. What's going on?
You.
What?
You say gonna be E-Dubbing. For sure. I'm with you. That's what you do.
I'm confused.
Good. So he gonna be doing what he doing and stuff. So I think she asked her when the last time you and Glen had sex, as far as the sex life and stuff. She said at the reunion. After reunion, I told him put a condom on and stuff like that. So she shouldn't have never did that. But anyway. She
said they had some drinks, and somebody got a little tipsy, and it happened. You know what I'm saying?
She did express that she is afraid that Glen is not gonna let her move on.
And we saw that later on in the episode. We see what she's talking about now.
Yeah. That he not gonna let her move on and stuff like that. So, she's gonna have to handle herself accordingly. They also talk about, the Tambra situation and how Tambra is, seem to be lying. And
Tambourine.
See, tambourine.
Because she be lying so much.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. The one thing that they did say for them, and I think that sometimes this bothers people that are not from the South, that they did say, that they are traditional men. They want their women at home, stuff like that. So, I don't think that's the case for a lot of Southern men or men in the South, but it could be on some of these shows.
But a lot of conservative men, that's what they think. You know what I'm saying? They think the man should be the one working and the woman should be at home. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying some conservative men think that way. You know what I'm saying? They grew up that way. They wish things were back in the 50s and 60s. And it wasn't long ago women couldn't vote. So yeah, and some men feel like women shouldn't vote. So you still have some men still stuck in the caveman days. But yeah, today's a different time. You got women, they're more educated, make more money, they can hold their own and do what they want to do. And some men feel like, okay, if they can do all that, why they need us? And that's what a biggest fear for a lot of men. Like, they're not needed because women are doing so much now. Me personally, for a while, I thought that way, like the old way.
See, I want to see your eyes, baby. You say what now?
I want to see my eyes.
I want to see your eyes.
I could be tearing up behind these glasses.
You're so cute.
No, you want to take these glasses off. You think you're not going to manipulate me.
Manipulate. Go ahead.
But yeah, so a lot of men, I see you
said a lot of men. You used to think that way.
Yeah, I used to think that way, but I can't realize, And women, y'all doing y'all thing, and and a lot of men just don't want to let that go. They do not want to let the old ways go, and they feel like they want to control women. And but like I said, women are more educated now. They are. They have more college degrees. They have they in very high positions in big corporations now, and it's a different playing field now. So.
So the next conversation or the next scene, Tambra moves. Tambra meets up with Marie. Now let's go back to this text message and stuff like that. First of all, we revisiting stuff from last season, and no, let's move on.
Come on, man. That's a Carlos King trait.
Yeah,
He don't all let stuff go, man. This is a new season. Let's move on to new things, man.
yeah. So she wanted to talk about that. She said, Marie said, girl, the girls think that, you don't tell the truth. You be lying because you said you didn't want Akeisha in the same text message, the group chat with y'all. And if so, don't put you in there, stuff like that. She said, I didn't say that. I don't remember saying nothing like that. I was just saying she was new. So, don't put in the same thread with us because she knew. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you meant. So we got da. She said, Tambra said, her audience, she's talking about the radio station. She said they know that she's integral and that, so she's just honest with her audience and stuff like that. So they know her.
Yeah,
they
trust her. Her radio audience, they trust her because she built up that trust with them.
Yeah.
But the people that know her don't trust her because they catch a line all over the place like this, like little rabbit going all over the place, lie here, I'm gonna lie to you, lie to you, I'm gonna lie to you. And she's been caught lying. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So Marie was like, okay, girl, let's go on past that. So I want to ask you about your relationship and stuff like that.
Maria tried to set it up, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she sent that, I guess somebody sent her a picture or something.
A picture of him, is he? What,
yeah,
him
with Tambra, right.
Yeah, so we want to see the production should have blew in on that. So
Blew in?
Blew in.
Blew. Blew in.
Blew it up.
Blew it up, yeah. Well, blew in? Well, how you blew in? How you blew in?
They should have blew.
They should have blown it up.
Blew in on that. I say the way I wanted to say it. Blew in. They should have.
Blew in. God, ooh. Y'all sure y'all ain't from Mississippi?
So they should have blew it up however you want to say it. You know what I mean. Yeah. So they should have blew the picture up so that we could see exactly, because she up there with her phone. See? I'm like, girl,
Maria, what kind of phone you got? iPhone 3? Oh, so blurry, man.
Oh, blurry.
Yeah.
It looked like a black and white, like it came off one of them cameras. In the subway, honey, they be having them like cameras. Somebody seen you that. So anyway, she asked about her relationship, as far as, one of the things, her and Damon are not engaged. Marie was shocked by that. She was like, girl, no, we're not engaged, and also that, Tambra was just saying that she's been engaged, or men have wanted to marry her several times. So yeah, I don't want much about that, honey, because we want to talk about the guy. Yeah. So I think they're going to talk about in later episodes.
What was the purpose of the picture anyway? What's the purpose?
I think that she was just trying to find, if I'm correct, she's trying to find out if her and Damon is in a place or engaged, because I guess this other person saying that he's been with Tambra too. So I'm thinking that later on we're going to see that it's been exposed that Tambra cheating.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Or had cheated.
Sent the picture to Maria to show proof that he's, okay.
I guess.
And that's why Maria said something about her and, what was her name?
Damon.
Is it a real relationship or not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's move on to where Latrice and Akeisha are at, like a little play bounce thing, stuff for the kids. So Latrice brought her grandchildren and
damn hawk.
I know, right?
He's gonna be a professional wrestler when he grows up. Damn hawk.
And Akeisha brought her children. So first of all, the way Latrice was holding that baby, his shirt was up.
She don't need no. She don't need no kid. She don't.
Look. So where we need to go? Oh, his belly.
Little baby.
I was like, oh my god,
that's a backpack, book bag. you carrying around, Latrice?
And then the fact too that she had on some really cute, she had her strap, you know what I'm saying? And she thinks she finna get up there with her little halter top on, her low cut breast shirt.
I felt bad for Ham Hock. Little Ham Hock. She was treating like a little Ham Hock too.
Look, the mama Thomas said, yeah, she ain't keep my baby no more. Look how she got him stretched out over there. So yeah. And who was watching my baby while they was up there filming? So yeah, they'll probably last time you gonna see him Hawk again. So they sit down, they talk, and like I shared with you, I like to see this Akeisha. I think she's more tapered. And she's more relaxed and more comfortable. I think when she came in, she was doing way too much and she thought that she was better than the girls. And I like to see her in this vein because we've seen her film with no makeup, and time when they said, well, we want you to come, she said, I'm not coming. So I think that
she's keeping it real this season.
I think that she is more relaxed in her position and her role. And in my opinion, I don't think that I think Akeisha and them got money. So it may not be a threat for her to, some people, I got to do this.
She can kind of sit back and just kind of chill because her husband used to play football in the NFL. So he's a millionaire and now he's on radio up there and she got money too. So she's straight, you know what I'm saying? So she don't have to press as hard like the other women.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And that should make you settle to say, hey, if you want me, you want me. If you don't, you don't. That's your loss and that's on you. And so, like I said, we've seen her without no makeup. And I think sometimes we should see more of the ladies. Like, every scene is not a glam scene. Like, you should be, oh my gosh, somebody coming over to the house for an hour shoot and we got to film for. And now I got to get all glammed up. Be like Akeisha. Child, she went to see Josh with no makeup.
Sitting in the house with no makeup.
Sitting in the house with no makeup. The child running around and stuff like that. So that's, to me, more of reality
You're
TV.
Right. I like Akeisha this season. She, like you said, she's more grounded this season, in my opinion.
So she was talking to her about, hey, I seen Josh, and, me and him was talking and everything. He started telling me about, some issues that you guys are going through, and shared with me how, him and Cliff are not on the same page and stuff. Immediately, Latrice was like, girl, what? So you trying to be nosy? I'm gonna have to talk to Josh. He'll be talking about my business. I want to share his business I want to share y'all business with him and stuff. I was like, first of all, girl, this is reality TV and this is what they do. So you may be new to this, but this is what they do. So yes, production gonna press him to talk about something, especially what we saw was on TV. It wasn't like this was a personal conversation we knew nothing about. So yeah, this is part of production. This is what we do. And this is what y'all do, and that's what we see. So I think it was a part of his role and what he had to do and sharing that. So I didn't find it to be a problem. And I liked the way Akeisha handled the situation, because it was like, okay, she wasn't, to me, being messy. Right. She was really saying, hey, this is so, let me know what's going on.
Yeah, because to me, the vibe I got from Akeisha, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. The vibe I got from Akeisha is like, she was a little concerned for Latrice, you know what I'm saying? So she's trying to get the story down pat, right, because she heard this from Josh, and because she caught herself when she was talking to Josh, because she asked Josh, was Cliff being abusive? But she caught herself and she changed it. So she just, to me, was trying to be like a big sister to Latrice and just being a little concerned about her. So she was asking her some questions about the situation that Josh brought to her.
Right. So, and hey, and
she wasn't trying to be petty. She wasn't trying to be messy with it. She wasn't showing in and out towards it. She was, to me, being a concerned person for Latrice.
And when Latrice was like, kind of cut it out, like he was like, okay,
she didn't press, right?
Yeah, she didn't press. Like she's like, okay, girl. Latrice did say that she was gonna talk to Josh. So now it's just a revolving door, honey. You go to one, da 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 da. So she gonna talk to Josh because she didn't appreciate what Josh did and stuff. So let's move on to Tambra is meeting up with, I guess under the streets on here is saying fake relationship with Damon for dinner. So, they ask about each other day and everything, and they sitting in these kings and queens chairs. I'm saying, what kind of restaurant got them big old chairs like that? So unless it's just they chills. So they talk about each other day, you know, how your day been, yada, yada, yada. Tambra said that she is doing a podcast with a project manager, you know, and she's excited about that. So Damon was like, you know, well, it's gonna be less time, and I'm probably gonna see you. Am I gonna be able to get on the podcast? I'm gonna come up there. And she was like, no.
Because the word on the Mississippi street that y'all fake anyway, so it shouldn't matter.
I know.
And you know, y'all faking it. Y'all trying to punk us out. Y'all ain't together. Y'all ain't together. I think she got a thing for Quasi, Kuzi, whatever the name is.
Is that the guy that came to the Oh, okay, that's him. Oh, okay.
Him. That's why I think Damon asked that question, because he feels threatened by Quasi.
That's a good point. He's like, because I'm gonna come up there, I'm gonna be up there. And is that the picture sheet that Marie was holding?
That 1912 picture.
In the subway station in the 80s. So they also started talking about, you know, her moving out into her cat cave. Now that then it was a cat cave. Man cave. It should be woman cave. Why is it called a cat cave?
You know why it's called a cat cave?
Because a woman?
Yeah, and women, cat cave.
Well, is it called the dog cave for a man?
I still don't get it. What women have? What y'all call y'all friend? What do y'all call
I know that.
Friend?
I understand what you're saying. I don't call it that. But anyway, I understand what you're saying, but still, they call the man. Do that? Okay.
We just got man cave. That's it.
So anyway, so they trying to get ready. You know, she moving out for that and everything. So to give her space because she feel like she need her space and stuff. He said, okay, well, can I move some of my stuff in? He's like,
basically, it sounded like Tambra got hoodwinked into moving in with the mom.
That's what she says.
But come on now, you're a grown woman. I thought you had an engagement ring at the house for me. All right, you went there the first week. You didn't see the engagement ring. You're still there. So come on, man.
Let's keep it 101%. That girl or them, they did that for filming.
Oh, no doubt. Duh. Of course.
Do it again.
You ain't gonna hit me. You ain't gonna hit me.
I ain't gonna hit you. Do it again.
Right?
Do it again.
No.
Do it again.
No.
Do it for the back.
Do
it for the back.
You showing your age.
Do it for the back. Anyway, so don't point at me. I know how to get. My name is not Latrice.
Go ahead. I'll clear for you, Latrice.
No,
go ahead.
No.
Go on.
So anyway, so yeah, she was just like, first of all, you bribed me into, you know, moving in with you. He said, I bribe you, and then of course they show the clips and all that stuff, whatever.
You wanted to move in because you want to get more airtime.
And then so she's saying, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got no ring and all that stuff. So of course in that confessional, he was like, I'm gonna give her what she want. Let me tell you something. If a man ain't ready to marry you, ain't no way I'm gonna pressure you, beg you, coach you, do none of this stuff to marry me, because it's gonna be horrible in a marriage.
She did that to me. You sure enough did. You begged me. You coerced me. You harassed me. I said, I said, I'll marry you. Dang. Ooh. Yeah, I said, you better be worth it too, man. Golly, I was sitting there trying to enjoy my life and just be singing the rest of my life. And here you come. Will you marry me, Ida? Will you marry me? I said, I don't know. I'm not ready yet. But I said, all right, I give you what you want. And here I am with the clank, clank. Lockdown. Clank, clank. Yeah.
Y'all, Lightning is about to come in here, so I'm just trying to hide. Y'all know he lied. He lies. So yeah, as the Lightning was finna come, because he know he lying, ain't do none of that, child. Ain't do none of that. So let's move on, because that didn't even much happen. So that's one thing you don't want to do, is pressure a man into marriage, because it's going to be more horrible in the marriage, especially if it was on the streets that the mom was supposed to be cheating with his event planner. We ain't heard nothing that's about that.
What happened to the event planner? Is she still in Mississippi?
Yeah.
Or y'all ran it out in Mississippi?
So yeah, I think Tambra just want a storyline, child. So anyway, so in the next scene, you got Latrice is meeting up with, you got Lateshia. Yeah, anyway. So you got Lateshia is meeting up with Sogucci. Why?
Because Lateshia is trying to get a condo to get away from MCG, aka Glen. But Marie has to come over and sign for the condo in case MCG will come over and confront Latrice, to Lateshia about something. And to me, it was a smart move because actually the condo would be in Maria's name, and she's leasing out to Lateshia. Okay, so MCG really don't have anything to say about the condo because it is in Maria's name. Okay, so that's why she's over there trying to get that condo to get away from MCG.
Yeah. So as they were sitting there talking, Lateshia was just telling her about what Latrice had said and everything. Now, so Gucci couldn't get much words in because Maria was so crunk and I told you, I did.
No, I'm sorry. What really got me with that scene is that Maria needed to sign some papers, right? She needed to sign some papers. I said, hurry up and sign the papers before something happens. But y'all dragging it out.
They never did sign, did they?
I don't think they did because they dragging it out like some kind of scary movie. You know how you try to say, hurry up, get out of there. And he like looking around. It was the same exact thing to me, man. Sign the thing on papers, man. But go ahead.
So they were talking and basically saying, well, Lateshia was like, yeah, me and Latrice talking, we was talking about the building and all that stuff, whatever. And so Maria was like, well, that's crazy. That's crazy. Why she saying that? Why she saying that? Unless you ain't never sell her them other two buildings, unless you were capping on that and you really didn't sell her them other two buildings and stuff like that. Then she like, then she went.
Like she caught the Holy Ghost.
And so yeah, Glen by that time they all jumped up.
I said, "What are y'all running for? What's the point of running? What you?"
And trying to hide. No, Marie was trying to hide Lateshia. Gucci was way in the background. Gucci said, "I ain't used to all this."
Yeah, I was about to say. I said, "Ooh, Gucci, she's not used to all this type of drama." But anyway, so MCG pulls up, man, and how he found Lateshia, I don't know. I don't know if he's tracking her phone. I don't know if he's tracking her car. I don't know how he found it.
He said he's tracking.
But he's tracking her some kind of way. It's to the point, I think Lateshia said that when they talk on the phone that MCG is actually recording the conversations now. Mm-hmm. So, man, it's just like, man, that's just crazy, man.
We go from one stalkerish, which is clear, to another stalker. Who got this speak? To another stalkerish.
Maybe it's a Mississippi thing. I don't know. But, man, he was, MCG, he was heated, man, because
he ain't never take them shades off.
Yeah, he felt like, him and Lateshia, they talked about this once before, and he thought they was on a different page when it came to this, and thought they was gonna move forward and move on, but she went behind his back to get this condo, and he felt betrayed. Then he played the victim, like, you trying to take my child, now you trying to move out. I thought, we were supposed to be working on this.
Going through a lot.
Yeah, he's going through a lot, and he needs her in his life and whatnot. And it got to the point that Marie had to step up and kind of confront MCG, which kind of surprised me. You know what I'm saying? But she said, "Man, you need to get out of here, man. You need to step, man. Bounce, man." And he's saying what he said to her.
He said, you need to be concerned about you. Well, he was like, I did this for my friend, and that's when he said, you need to be concerned about you and X. And she was like,
he said X? I thought he said X.
I thought he said S.
I thought he said X.
And I think he said that too, but I thought he said her and Essie. Like, you need to be.
I thought he said X is like ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. That's what I thought he was saying.
Oh, no. He said Essie. And I think he said Essie a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, because it was basically like your friend, but the way I got it, like, her and Essie sleeping together. Yeah. That's the way he made it seem.
Cause he said something about, we know what's going on in Mississippi Street between you and Essie. I thought he said X, like exes, but you could be right.
But then he also did say that she's something about messing with a married man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. He brought that up. So he was trying to basically spill Maria's tea out to everybody on national television because he was that heated, man. And Lateshia, she was trying to calm him down and basically trying to, like, say, I'm trying to do this for us, and I need my time, you know, and I told you I need my space and whatnot, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was Lateshia really and truly is going to have to just cut ties cold turkey and probably go to court and see how they can co-parent under a court ordership.
Well, I'm sorry. Also, if she feels that threatened by MCG, she needs to go to court and get a restraining order.
Yeah.
Well, most definite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And and then too, that's good that they're filming because then it's on camera how
he's acting.
Right. So it could be a thing too that the court's like, no, I'm not allowing you to come around this woman, and somebody needs to drop him off somebody other than Lateicia to drop him off so they can co-parent because you can't see her.
But go ahead.
And like I say. I've said this before. I know I have been not to that point, but I have been in Lateshia's shoes to where in my first marriage, I felt it was coming to that point where I would have been afraid to get a divorce because it was just that volatile. Not that physical volatile, but the emotions of the volatility.
The volatility. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna have to, like I said, she's gonna have to break several ties with him. I know they have a small child together, but you're gonna have to get the courts involved. But the words in the comment streets on YouTube that they've been dealing with this before they even got on the show. Okay. And she keeps taking them back. And that's why he feel like he can do this and and continue to do this because he feel like, she's gonna take me back. I can act like a prick right now and do this, but I can find a way to get her back. And to me, that's on her. She's the one that's going to have to stand up and say enough is enough.
And she's going to have to stop playing into his manipulative tactics and always pulling on somebody. So we're going to see next week he pulling on the grandma that probably did not consent to be on camera. So, in that moment, manipulators, as people like to call narcissists, because I think that word is just so overly used, but manipulative people like Glen, they gonna use anything, even if it's a grandmother that's not well, anything to try to keep the family together because at that moment you feel like he's losing everything. So in her confessional, she confesses, or she talks about, she kind of in a hard place because she feels sorry for him because he got abandonment issues. His dad abandoned him, his family abandoned him, and so now me abandoning him, it will really truly be hard. Let him and the therapist work that out, darling, because what you have to do is for you and your son, and you need to be in a good mental headspace to be able to take care of your child, and you cannot be there trying to worry about a grown man that has little boy issues that need to see a therapist and deal with his abandonment issues from his father. I'm not telling you what I just talk about. I'm telling you what I know. When I look at it, I see myself in it. I really truly do. And I had to just cut ties cold turkey to leave, because if not, that person was going to try to manipulate me once again back into that space. And so she going to have to do what she got to do and just cut ties cold turkey and learn how to co-parent. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, me being a man, we know a weakness when we see one, and we know how to play on that weakness. And Lateshia, she's gonna have to kind of, figure out what not to do around Glen, okay? Because Glen, he's gonna use anything, even his own life, to kind of pull you back in, okay? I never went to that extreme with my exes. Never did.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Did you ever cheat with your exes? Like people you was married
to me, it's not even about cheating. It's about somebody leaving you. Okay?
They're leaving you because of your bad behavior.
No, so you don't get it. No, it leaving me because I'm not giving them what they want sometimes. Cause somebody leaves not because you have a bad behavior. Sometimes you're not giving that person what they want. They still want to leave you. And I didn't give that person what they wanted, and they wanted to leave me. And sometimes you like, man, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong for you to leave me. So yeah, sometimes to me, getting left like that hurts more than a man cheating on you and you leave. If I cheated and you left, I know why you left. You know what I'm saying? But if you decided to up and leave and I don't know why, that sucks, man.
I think that's a different
It
scenario.
is a different scenario. But in order to keep that person with you, you willing to do anything to keep that person there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I didn't go to that string. I ain't pull on my grandmama. I didn't do that. I just like, okay, you try like, oh, what about this and what about that? Hopefully they're gonna bite on that and stay, but sometimes they don't stay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. On that note, you guys, that's all we got. That was pretty much it. Will we see Lateshia move on, get a divorce like on
No, because so we heard about it by now.
what, did they got a divorce?
Yeah.
Well, they could be keeping it under wraps because I think unlike Huntsville, they seem to keep their stuff off of social media and put together. And so maybe we will see it play out. So who knows? Because Huntsville, honey, they be free at telling all the tea before the show even come on again, and we find out what's going on. So it just be kind of like non-existent. Why should we watch? So yeah. Anyway, y'all let us know down in the comments y'all liking Belle Collective. I know a lot of people not watching it, but I really think that it's better than the Love and Marriage franchise.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Somebody kind of did something right in this because yeah, it is. It is what it is.
Maybe because people are so much more relatable, I guess.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
I think with the Detroit and the DC, they seem so
fake. Yeah. Fake. No, I'm not saying fake, but they made it in life. They established, you know what I'm saying?
And that's probably why people could relate to Huntsville because they seem more relatable because
at the time.
Yeah, they stayed in houses like
right, like regular houses. They tried to build something and whatnot, and we can see the progress of what they was trying to build. But now that show has taken a totally different turn and become something totally different.
Yeah.
Belle Collectors, in my opinion, mostly people you can relate to.
Yeah.
In their situations too.
And I think at one point people started watching like the Housewives of Atlanta because they lived a what they call rich and famous lifestyle because they were housewives and they got to see behind the gate and stuff. So it's all about the initial reason why you kind of came on watching the show. And then when it kind of turned left, then it kind of loses its savor of you wanting to watch it,
And I know we crack on Mississippi all the time, but from what you told me about Roa when it came to Birmingham, people in Birmingham act like y'all been there before, man. Make us look bad. Make us look real bad, man.
So yeah,
man, I seen it all on my timeline on Facebook. Ooh, they came in here and made Birmingham look bad. No, Birmingham made its own selves look bad. Anyway, baby.
So I recap. What was that? I recap Roa, Real Housewives of Atlanta in our Patreon. So I recap that every week and stuff. And so
y'all go to the Patreon and check her recaps out. They pretty good. You know what I'm saying? If I was on there, it probably sucked because I don't know anything about no Roa and it's all women. So, no men.
So yeah. But anyway, there's some men on there. Martell was on there for a minute.
He's not part of the regular cast.
Yeah, though. You got Todd on there. You got some of the other men on there. But you don't see them all like you do on Belle Collective.
Yeah, I see, what's the name? Kendra? Kenny? What's her name? Kendra. Kenya, yeah. Talk about my chicken wing. Ooh, she got some eagle wing. Got it. She's showing her age, man. She's showing her age.
So on that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Like we said at the end of every video, all I wanted to say this. I really think that it's coming to a close because it just does not seem like reality TV is like giving what it used to give many years ago. And I think that reality TV could be taking its way on out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they may be lost and revamping.
Well, every segment a television goes through a cycle. You had the sitcoms and reality TV came on the scene. Now something else might be coming on the scene.
That's true. I would honestly like to go back to the sitcoms. I really like those.
But the networks look at sitcoms being too expensive because you got to pay these people. Reality TV, you really ain't got to pay them nothing but give them some exposure on TV. That's all you got to give them.
All right, you guys. We'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to go with God. Let God go with you.
I'll speak off first.
Deuces.
Hey!